I bet 90% of you who saw the title of this video instantly said to yourselves that there was no way Scavenger Rey was ever good. I mean, look at her, she just got wrecked. Well, what if I told you that you was wrong? And that there was actually a time in a galaxy far, far away that Scavenger Rey was actually meta-defining? You would tell me I'm wrong, right? How good was Scavenger Rey actually? I just want to say this video is actually inspired by a Pokemon YouTuber, and I'll have that link in the comments below. Released on December 17th, 2015, Scavenger Rey clocked in at a very respectable 164 speed. This is before the addition of relics, so she is now at 184. At the time, crystal income was very much dependent on how you performed in Squad Arena. The meta very quickly became a matter of who had the fastest Rey. Today, Scavenger Rey is still the 22nd fastest character in the game, and back when she first released, she was one of the fastest. Now, some of you big brain viewers may say, hey Glurmit, but there were faster characters, such as Princess Leia. What was important about Scavenger Rey? Well, let me explain. She was not only fast, but she was a big hitter at the time. Her special does 4 attacks in one go, as long as she has a buff, and because of her kit, she was always giving herself foresight, so she was always doing massive damage. Not many characters can do over 50k damage in CPIP P4 on their own. I can confirm this, guys. The amount of times I just throw her in on her own, do her big hit, get about 50k damage, it's nice. For one character, it's not bad. But for Rey, hitting hard and running fast was easy. As you can see in this video by Dyla, I hope I pronounced that name right, the entire counter revolves around stun locking Rey. If Rey wasn't a big threat, and if people saw her as a weak character, I promise you now there would not be an entire counter about just stunning her and preventing her from taking turns. But Glurmit, where did things go wrong? Well, let me explain. As the game grew older and more characters began to arrive in the game, some good, some bad, and some just downright busted. Yes, I'm looking at you, young heart. One of the issues that Scavenger Rey had, that a lot of older characters also suffered from, is an outdated kit. Eventually, a high amount of raw speed and offense just was not enough to guarantee success, with characters like Jedi Knight Revan and Darth Revan coming into the fold. Obviously, this is quite a while later after the release of Scavenger Rey, but it's just to show you guys that while she was good at the beginning, over time, she just couldn't keep up. Her kit is very basic. It's good at what it's meant to do, but it's just not able to keep up with the test of time. However, all was not lost to Scavenger Rey. In a video posted by none other than Arnold on the 18th of December 2017, exactly 2 years and 1 day after her initial release, showed how Scavenger Rey was still a meta-defining unit when used as a support with her Jedi counterpart, unaligned Force user counterpart. What's important here is we now actually are moving towards the Grand Arena section of the game, and obviously as Grand Arena comes, there is a revitalization of Scavenger Rey, because it's no longer just a matter of using her to earn crystals in Squad Arena. Obviously, we're not at the point yet where arena crystals have been moved to Grand Arena, but we are at the point where people are taking Grand Arena quite seriously, and having those defensive teams is very important. So there is a resurgence in the use of Scavenger Rey. The reason this lineup with the duo of Reys worked so well was because it forced the attacking player to think through who was more important to stun. JTR, a character known for causing issues if left unchecked, with her turn meter removal, with her assists, with her healing immunity, or Scavenger Rey, who if left alone would be allowed to gain foresight and do damage a massive 4 times on her special. 2 years on, Scavenger Rey may not have been a meta-defining unit, but she is still making a massive impact and frustrating many Galaxy of Heroes players. Scavenger Rey was never a staple in PvE aspects of the game. Unfortunately, she never really made anything groundbreaking in the raids, and she never really did much in territory battles. Although she does have uses now with the Finn Omicron, but in terms of her actual performance individually, she was never really a PvE character. However, another video by Arnold, which also came out quite a few years ago, details how she was actually part of a very good Phase 1 Sith Raid team. This team would get over 7 million damage in Phase 1 of the Sith Raid, and it utilized again 2 Reys together. And it did show a little bit of a reason to farm Rey. Obviously this is before Galactic Legends, nowadays you wouldn't really worry about this team, but back in the day this was a very important team to use for the raids if you wanted to come in those top 10 spots. Like I stated earlier in the video, she went from one of the fastest characters to only just making a top 25. And whilst this is not bad in retrospect, it does detail the downfall of a once great character. Guys, it's very important that we take into account that Scavenger Rey was fantastic for speed in the beginning of the game, and even now being top 25 is insane. However, it just goes to show the power creep which has come, where now we have so many characters above her, and it's only going to increase by more and more. Scavenger Rey does still have some good utility though. She can be used with GL Rey to beat gas teams, and can also be used as a filler on a star killer team to help him hit his Omicron requirements. So even though she's not as good anymore as she used to be, she does still have her niche uses. And let's remember, she is also a GL Rey requirement, so a lot of people are going to have her built up. So how good was Scavenger Rey actually? Well, she was a very good character in her time. However, she's just fallen off. There's nothing else to really say here, guys. But one thing is for sure, long-time players will likely always have a place in their heart for Scavenger Rey. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe for more content like this, and let me know down in the comments, what character do you want to see in this series next?